Hi, I'm Ashley, the Monogram Mompreneur. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, today is an exciting day. We are unboxing the Brother PE900. Not to be confused with this PE800. It's an upgrade from that super popular embroidery machine we all know. So I am excited to unbox this. I'm going to show you some comparisons of the Brother PE800 versus the Brother PE900. The differences, see if it's worth the little bit of upgrade in cost for the upgrades in the features. So I'm so excited to add this to my channel. As you know, I have a Brother 6 needle and a Melco 16 needle, both multi-needle embroidery machines, but guess what? I started on a single needle embroidery machine. That's how I learned how to do embroidery, and that's how I fell in love with it. So I want to get back to the basics, teach you the basics of machine embroidery, and that way we can do projects together. I'm going to show you in upcoming tutorials how to do things on my multi-needle and then how to do those same things on the single needle. So I'm excited. Let's go ahead and unbox it, and then I'll get into the features and we'll do our first stitch out. So let's go into the differences between the PE800 and the PE900. I'm going to put a little chart here and we're going to compare the differences and see which one's a better fit for you if you're looking to buy a beginner embroidery machine. So let's go ahead and compare these machines. As you can see, both are 5x7 embroidery machines. They both have 3.2-inch color LCD screens, both stitch at 650 stitches per minute, and both have an automatic needle threader. The differences start to come in with our built-in designs. The Brother PE900 has 193 built-in designs with 13 fonts. The PE800 has 138 built-in designs with 11 fonts. Now the real difference starts. The PE800, you need a USB stick to transfer your embroidery designs. And the PE900, you can wirelessly transfer your embroidery designs, no USB needed. Of course, there is already a spot if you want to use a USB stick. Another cool feature of the PE900 is the jump stitch trimmer. If you know what this is a huge upgrade to the PE800, which does not have this feature. Another upgrade is the Art Spira app, and the transfer from that app, we'll go into that in a little later. It's super cool. And then of course, color sort. This is a nice new feature for the PE900. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. I'm so excited. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and unbox this embroidery machine. Also, I wanted to know, we are going to do more embroidery basics video coming on the channel. This will be more just geared towards this particular machine, but make sure you get subscribed because you're going to want to hear all the tips, tricks I've learned since I started embroidering in 2011. I've been embroidering since 2011. That's when I bought my first embroidery machine. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So on the top, so we have all of our instructions. Oh, a little dust cover. Here is our 5x7 hoop with a little hairline. I love this thing. Okay. We have our cord, polyester thread. All right, we ready for the big reveal? There it is. Okay. So, it has been a while since I have used a flatbed machine. And I'm so excited. I get so many questions from people who maybe don't want to have a business, but they want to start a hobby or they want to monogram their own things. And I want to be a resource for you guys. You could make your own stuff, make your own gifts, monogram your own things, and save tons of money. So think of an embroidery machine as an investment, especially if you're going to be doing stuff as gifts or making yourself things. So here is, I'm not even sure what the technical word is. It's the slidey thing that moves the hoop around. I'm sure that's a super technical term. So this machine is embroidery only. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look at this. Okay, so there it is. It has a little cute little handle. Ooh, you know what? I'm probably going to personalize or put a monogram on this because you know. Okay, so now we're gonna take the styrofoam and plastic off and get started. So I'll go into the features I'm super excited about. So this machine has 193 built-in embroidery designs, as well as 13 fonts already included on the machine, no software needed. Now there's a free software I love, and it's completely free. It's their free trial of Embrilliance. I'll link it in the description below. But if you're doing lettering or monograms, it's perfect. Now, if you want to start doing applique projects, you will need to upgrade. You can use the free version to get started, especially if you're just doing monograms or names or cute designs from the machine. I believe there's also an embroidery library with tons of designs you have access to by buying this machine, as well as their new app, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So, start your creative journey. So I guess I need to scan that. Okay, so the first thing I did was I scanned this little QR code, which takes me to the Brother website and to the Art Spira? I don't know, weird name, but where art and inspiration meet. It's a cloud-based mobile app for Brother sewing, embroidery, and cutting machines, allowing you to create your next embroidery design right in the palm of your hand and then quickly transfer your creations to your Brother machine easily and wirelessly. Very excited. Okay, so we'll get more into the Art Spira app at the end of the video when we do our first project, but let's go ahead and take off the blue tape and styrofoam and start setting up our machine so we can embroider. Oh, there also was this pouch. I almost threw this away. This was in the top part of the styrofoam. I didn't even see it. So make sure you check all the spots of your styrofoam before you throw it away. Okay, let's see what we have. We have our scissors. We have a bobbin thingy. We have some needles. We have a seam ripper. A screwdriver, a thread net. You'll see what we use this for. Some little plastic bobbins. We have another part that I'm sure is important. Two other parts that I'm sure we'll need at some point. A little brush duster type thing to get any lint out. I'm not sure what this is, but it's something probably important. And a thread holder, as well as another screwdriver. All of this stuff is super important to your embroidery machine, so don't lose it. Put it in a spot that you'll remember. I'm gonna probably put on here like PE900 with vinyl, just so I know which machine this goes to. Okay, so many instructional books. We have how to transfer a design, all the included accessories, and our Brother quick reference guide. This will probably be what I'll do to get it started, as well as an embroidery design guide. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, let's see what we have. Some cute little designs. We have some holidays. Let's see what the fonts look like. Okay, we have some like floral fonts. Oh, I love those. Those would be beautiful. We have these on my embroidering machine. On my 6 needle, we have a classic. Oh, these are some good starter fonts. A classic like cursive font. Ooh, a varsity type font. Another just classic type fonts. They got some Japanese characters. I guess Brother's made in Japan. We won't need those unless you're doing some kind of design. We have some frames. Oh, I love these. Oh, I love this little heart one. So cute. And then more intricate designs. Oh, I love this pineapple. Oh, this flamingo is so cute. These would look so good on like cocktail napkins, or, oh, look at that bunny. So this is trying to show you how to do applique. These would look so good on some towels. Look at all these coastal ones. I'm gonna have to do some cute designs. Now I heard there was like Disney and Marvel stuff, so I have to look on their embroidery. But look at this. This one's on my PE 6 needle, and I love this one. It's so cute. And then, oh, look, quilt patterns. So we have some patterns. You could do quilting with it. A little owl, and then a little thing. Oh, they even have like a little repeating pattern. That's cute. And then a thread conversion chart. Okay, so here's all the fonts. There's 13 fonts listed, but 3 are in Japanese, so I don't have a use for those. But the good news is I have Embrilliance, and I have tons of fonts. They're BX fonts, and we'll go into that in the next video about embroidery basics. But again, that's a free software. You can buy fonts on Etsy. I like buying my own fonts anyways, but to get started, you have some great choices. And sometimes I go back to these basics because they stitch so well. That was fun going through all the designs. So we have our operation manual. Oh, look, little instructional videos. I love that. So this is so exciting. It gives you all the basics. So we'll go through these, setting it up, that sort of thing. This is your quick reference guide. If you're having issues, I'm sure, how to wind a bobbin, for example, how to set up their router and LAN, and how to like properly embroider. So cool. So again, with your machine, you get your instructional booklet. Okay, let's see what else is in here. All right, so we have our warranty information. And then, oh, here we go. Here is the Got Designs Like These downloadable embroidery designs for Brother customers when you register your machine. And it looks like there are Disney Pixar, so licensed characters, affordable prices, individual purchase 5,000 plus designs. So you get exclusive Disney Pixar, Marvel, and a few other designs. No subscription required, no need to purchase the entire collection. So it does look like you have to purchase. You do get a free one with your product registration, but you get licensed real designs. You cannot sell Disney stuff, but you could make such cute stuff for your Disney trips or your grandkids. Yeah, so I'm excited. We'll try that out in another video. Oh my gosh, my daughter is gonna be so excited. Okay, let's see what else is in here. So also it has different languages. Okay, so we don't need those. Okay, so this shows us what everything is. I was butchering what these things were. That's super important to know what the little parts are, and when we're setting up the machine, I'm sure it's gonna tell us what to put where. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna read through a little bit. I'm gonna unpack this real quick and get it kind of set up so we can get started. So to pull this out, I just lift it up on that presser foot in the back. We're gonna hook up my machine to my internet, then we're gonna thread it, and we're gonna try to embroider something. Look at that beautiful screen. Look at that LCD screen. Oh my gosh, it's like full color. I love it. Okay, so what happens? Ooh, okay, so now we're gonna set it up. So to put it on, there's like a little grabby thing. So we are just gonna place it under here like so, until it clicks. And you don't wanna do any movement until this is all the way back. Okay, let's turn the machine on. So I went ahead and took you through the LCD screen. Again, this is the same size screen as on the PE800. Cool. Now that we've set it up, I think it's time to thread it and get to stitching. So I am going to use the quick reference guide to set it up. So this is to wind and install the bobbin. I think I'm going to use some pre-wound bobbins because let me tell you, pre-wound bobbins are a lifesaver. If you don't have them, you can follow these instructions. You can definitely wind your own bobbins, especially if you're trying to match the color. And that's a really cool way to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and follow the instructions. So this whole contraption right here is to wind the bobbin. So ignore this. This is what you use. You kind of click that way, get the spool, you do it that technique. So you see the dotted lines are for the bobbin. The solid lines are for your embroidery machine. So I'm going to use this beautiful pink color. This is from Designs and Machine Embroidery. It's like a little starter pack. So if you look back here on my wall, I have the Designs and Machine Embroidery starter pack. And then way up there is what I started my embroidery journey with. I feel like it's a bro thread. It's super affordable threads. So either one, it's 100% polyester. And these are the small cones. When I had my single needle, I used, it looked like a paper towel holder, but I would put the thread right here and it would just spindle, and I got better tension that way. We're gonna see if we need that, but for starters, we can just start with the little spools. The paper towel thread holder looking thing, that's if you have the big thread spool, especially from Candle Threads. It's one of the new thread companies that I found. Amazing prices. Another great thread is Madeira or Robinson Anton thread. Those are all my favorites. So we are gonna go ahead and follow the instructions. I'm gonna get a close-up view for you and we're gonna thread it through. I'm on page 21 of our threading, and this is just gonna give us step-by-step instructions on how to thread that upper thread. So again, the dotted lines wind the bobbin, and this clicks over when you're winding. You kind of hold the thread up. We can do a tutorial on that in our embroidery basics, but then you can see we're going to put the thing here. This is I'm going to call it a thread cap. This is what keeps your thread in place and keeps it from wobbling. And then you just follow those solid lines, and then you have the start line. There is where you're going to put the bobbin. And there's your presser foot, or whatever that thing's called. I'm super excited. There's that. So So here's where I made the decision to just thread it because I was having a little trouble with the automatic threader, so I just threaded it the old-fashioned way and it worked perfectly. So now we have the top thread threaded, we have a beautiful pink color. We are going to put in the bobbin. So this is the kind of bobbin you use. You can wind them yourselves using the winder tool. I really like using pre-wound bobbins. Designs in Machine Embroidery has pre-wound bobbins. These are style A, class 15, plastic side, color white. They also have black as well. I will link them below, as well as if I can find any on Amazon or that sort of thing, or anything cheaper. It's around $24 for 36 bobbins. It's so worth the time and the attention. So really consider investing in some bobbins. Totally not necessary though. But I wish they would have, that's my only thing, I wish they would have sent some pre-wound bobbins just to get you started. Do note that these do not work with multi-needle machines. I use a whole different type for my other machine. We'll go over that in our embroidery basics video, but this is what I'm going to insert today. So I'm just going to follow the instructions. I didn't like their automatic threader, their little tool down here. It seemed like a waste of time. I can just thread the needle. And I kind of was having some issues just threading it. So just thread it. You don't need the fancy automatic threader. I'm used to threading my machines. So anywho, that's my 2 cents on the automatic threader. I didn't like it. I'm just going the old school way. So now we're going to undo the bobbin. So it's a pretty cool feature. I like this so you don't accidentally hit something and like sew yourself to the machine. So I like this little, almost like an emergency button. And so we raised the presser foot level, and so now we're just going to insert this bobbin and make it so it's like a P, just like on our multi-needle machine. So let me get a close-up view for you. Okay, so here are those pre-wound bobbins. So we're going to want to make it so it's like a P. So not a Q, a P, okay? So we're gonna take it, we're gonna push this little button almost like your sewing machine. I have a Brother sewing machine, so it's so similar. I'm gonna take this bobbin that came in it out. That's just your empty plastic bobbin, okay? I'm gonna place this in P side. So counterclockwise, we're gonna place it in. Then we're going to take it. This is so similar to my sewing machine. We're going to just guide it along and snap. Then you're going to place your cover back on. Okay, so we have it ready to sew. We have everything on. Now we are going to hoop our item. Here is our hoop. And I'm assuming this is the way it goes on. We're gonna read our instructions. And I'm just gonna choose this navy polka dot fabric. I've had it forever. And I'm gonna use some classic Cutaway from All Stitch. So I just took the clear film off of this grid, but I love this grid because it shows you, if you look close, it shows you the way the letters should be, and so you should expect them to be that way. If you have to rotate it, that's another whole thing, but this is how it will be on the machine. So I love this little centering guide. This is super helpful when you have either a target sticker or have a dot where your center is, where you want your machine to go. This is perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hoop. And so we've loosened up the frame a little bit. Sorry, my shot is so off. I don't know how I did that. But anyways, I put my stabilizer down, then the fabric, and now I'm just going to take that top hoop and we're going to press it onto the bottom hoop. Firm pressure, we're going to make sure it's nice and tight all the way around. Now I'm going to tighten up the screw as tight as I can and make sure it's all on the hoop. Okay, so I have hooped this item coming up in our next embroidery basics video, I'll show you how I don't really hoop much stuff. Fabric, super easy. So for your first project, if it's your first time embroidering, try some scrap fabric. It's the easiest thing to do. Then we're going to move on into things called floating, where I just honestly put stuff on top of, I hoop some stabilizer, and then I pin in place. It's a whole floating method. There's a thing called stitching in the hole. There's so many projects you can make with a 5x7 hoop on a flatbed, so don't think you're super limited. Okay, so now that I have it hooped, I've got it nice and secure. It's nice and tight. You don't want a lot of slack. What we're gonna do is we are gonna raise the presser foot, okay? Now we're gonna take this part and pull this little lever back. This is our mounting lever. We're gonna click here, here, and then it should be in place. So we're gonna slide it in, pull. There we go, super easy. And now it's in place. Okay, I think we're ready to stitch. So I'm gonna press this little button right here, and I'm just gonna make a little font. I'm not gonna do a monogram yet. We're just gonna do a simple stitch out. The next time we're gonna use the new app where you can make your own embroidery design. Okay, let's go ahead and stitch out. Oh my gosh, I'm a little nervous and excited all in one. Alright, so I just wrote the words PE900, I centered it, I just traced it. Now it's time to stitch it out. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and get stitching. I'll get some close-up shots so you can really see it working. And I just trimmed that long thread that was at the start just so I didn't have to do it at the end. And typically in my videos, I will mute out the embroidery sound just so you don't have to hear it in your ears, but I wanted you to get a real depiction of how this machine sounds, how loud it is, and the noises you can expect. Alright, it is stitching fantastic. The stitch quality on this machine is amazing. It's for sure a lot slower than my multi-needle machines, but for your first embroidery machine, this is perfect, especially if you're doing this as a hobby or just to see if you even like embroidery. This is an amazing machine. I am so excited. I'm kind of blown away. It's been so long since I've done a flatbed embroidery. But it's doing fantastic. So it does little trims And now it's gonna go back. Awesome. Okay, so it just finished embroidering, so I hit OK. And I'm going to release it. I'm gonna lift my presser foot. Look how adorable. I'm gonna use my little screwdriver to kind of loosen that up a little. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. There we go. Look at those gorgeous stitches. All right, so now we are going to try the Art Spira app, and I'm gonna try to create a cute little design, and we're gonna stitch it and see how it works. Okay, so I just logged in on my phone to the Art Spira app. I just created an account, and it says get free embroidery and cutting patterns. Next, organize original digital magazines with projects, step-by-step tutorials, custom simple embroidery drawings, transfer designs wirelessly. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do some tell us about yourselves. Okay, so now we're gonna set up our device, the new icon. Oh, drawing tools. Let's hand draw embroidery data. Okay, next, your illustration will be embroidered as is. Template function allows you to draw easily. Oh, and then choose your favorite template to get started. Okay. Sharing your creation is easy. Then we have a 5x7 hoop. So I just registered and connected my machine. Super simple. And I put my PIN number in. It literally walks you step by step through it. So just register the Art Spira. And so I was just looking around. So of course, no, this is my son's iPad. So hence the heavy duty case and all the stains. But embroidery designs, cutting designs, design templates. And so I'm gonna go to embroidery designs and look at all these cute little designs. Oh, I like that little love. So cute, the little hearts. But I want to, ooh, letters and fonts. Ooh, it's kind of cute. Let's see, let's explore a little bit. So I'm gonna go hit new and then drawing tools. And I'm gonna hand draw something. And I selected my 5x7 hoop. I'm just gonna play around and make a design. Oh look, you can do like different shapes. Ooh, let's do a heart. Oh, that's cute. Okay, insert. Okay, so we did a little heart. And now I wanna draw, let's see, what's this? Ooh, you could upload photos? So I was thinking, I did it before using sublimation. I got my kids to write their names on a white piece of paper with a black Sharpie, and I uploaded it to their Christmas ornament. So I'm thinking you could do things like that. You could do their own drawings. How cute would that be to transfer like one of their art pieces into an embroidered project? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know how that works. I'm gonna play around with it. Okay, so you can do a bean stitch and like okay, so I'm gonna write love. Okay, so I just did a quick little heart with my cursive love in it. I am excited to see the possibilities of what you can upload and how that works. So we might have to do a whole video on this app. But so far I got to draw something which is really cool to me. To upload the pattern, we're just gonna go to the little pocket. We're gonna go to the cloud. We select our pattern, set, there's our little pattern we made. Okay, so to do this design, I'm gonna float something for you. So I have some tearaway stabilizer. I have the giant roll, you don't need this giant roll if you're just doing the 5x7. I have this so I could do my jumbo hoops on my multi-needles, but this should be the perfect amount. So I'm gonna cut this and float it. I'm gonna get a close up and show you exactly how I do that, and then we're gonna stitch out this design I made in Artspira, the Brother Embroidery app. Okay, to do floating, what you'll need is a piece of stabilizer that's a little bigger or big enough to kind of work in the frame. So that should be big enough. Then we are going to use our frame. Place our piece of stabilizer in. We're going to tighten it up. Nice and tight. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take, I just have a piece of white felt, and we're going to place it on here. We're going to take it and we're going to pin it, making sure to stay out of the embroidery field, meaning don't sew your pins. So we're going to trace it to make complete sure that we're not in the way. Okay, now that we have our stabilizer, and that's okay, we're gonna lift up our presser foot, click it into place. Okay, now we are gonna press our trace button and see where it's gonna go. Okay. And now we're gonna hit the embroidery button and it is ready to go. It's a 2-minute stitch out. So all we have to do is put our presser foot down and press go. I always like to come in and trim this little thread right here. Even on my multi needles, I do it. I just don't like to do it at the end. Okay? So it just finished. Y'all, I'm kind of blown away. I literally just drew that on the iPad with the pencil. You could use your finger. I can't wait to explore what else we can do with that Artspira app, but this is super cool for kids' names, for cute little hand-drawn designs. I love it. Okay, so we're just gonna release. We're gonna lift that presser foot, release it. It trimmed that jump stitch. It trimmed the stitch at the end. This is just our little tail from the beginning. Look at that. That's my handwriting. I'm so excited. Look how cute this is. I didn't realize I was making a felty, but this is the cutest little felty. I'm excited to transfer monograms, appliques, designs to it as well, but we'll cover that in another video. I think today was plenty of reason to consider the PE900 as a beginner embroidery machine. If you're wanting to jump into machine embroidery, this is so easy and quick. It really was super simple to set up. Very straightforward, especially if you have any sewing experience. It's a breeze. So without further ado, let me know your questions or comments or what you want to see me make on the PE900. I will put the links to the PE900 below, as well as everything else that I used in today's tutorial. Be on the lookout for machine embroidery basics, where we're going to go back to the basics and teach you about stabilizers, threads, that sort of thing. how to transfer designs, that sort of thing. We're going to be covering that on the channel, so make sure you hit subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.